hard. Hey, Will! Will, are we going to record anytime soon? Will!
Holy shit!
What the fuck? Okay, what?
They're here!
Who's here?
The evil douche guys! They got the biggest guns ever this time! I don't think we stand a chance!
So, what are we gonna do about it?
I don't know. I've got it! I'll use you as a weapon!
Wait, what?
Shut your fuck!
The hell is it?
Where is it?
Oh, there it is!
Whenever I sang my songs on the stage on my own, whenever I said my words, wishing they would be heard, I saw you smiling at me. Was it real or just my fantasy? You'd always be there in the corner of this tiny little bar.
Hello and welcome to Cover by Cover. I'm Axel Nobody. And I'm heartless. Right. Today we're going all the way back to 2012 for a not so old, not so new title that pissed us off from the very moment we read its subtitle. So naturally we had to give it a watch. And that show is none other than Guilty Crown.
Guilty Crown is an original anime produced by Production IG, of all things, and distributed here by Funimation Entertainment. Directed by Death Note and Attack on Titan's headmaster Tetsuro Araki, it looks as though Crown is in for some greatness. Until you realize that it was written by Hiroyuki Yoshino, the guy responsible for Dance and the Vampire Bund and Fractale. Well, great. Now we've got another identity crisis on our hands. The guy who wrote an entire series with an insistent pedophilic atmosphere and a show with a shrill girl who constantly calls the innocent protagonist a pervert for no reason at all is going to try to deliver us something of quality? Good luck.
Have you ever considered not prejudging a show before we even watch it? Like, could you ever go into a viewing blind just once? Nope. It is very sad to be you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Guilty Crown. So we kick things off with a lighthouse in the middle of Tokyo. What? What is it searching for? Is someone really worried that the rest of the city is gonna disappear while they have their back turned for a split second? Yes, JT, I'm still here!
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to annoy you. Then we're treated to a really beautiful sounding song that some guy is playing on his future tablet while the woman singing it is being chased. It starts to sound great and I'm really liking it until I read the subtitles. Really? Why do people fight and hurt each other? You guys wasted a genuinely beautiful piece of music on faux pretentious crap like this? Was this written by some random angsty teenager? I don't even know what this is supposed to mean in context to the rest of the song.
When your friends wilt around you? Fuck off.
Anyway, Singer Girl here is being chased by a generic giant robot because I guess she kidnapped his little brother or something. You know, why does this bitch have to score her own chase scene? Jeez, talk about being self-absorbed.
I've got you covered. Now hurry and get the key to Guy. Oh, crap!
Man, you suck. You know, maybe if you weren't running like a bitch, flopping around like a bitch, and dying like a bitch, you'd actually get something done ever. Bitch. Instead, you're probably dead now. Way to go! Who picked such a clearly non-athletic girl to carry out their clandestine mission of ultimate importance? Because I'm struggling to find a single aspect of it that she hasn't failed at.
Well, we'll have to wait for the answer to that question because first we need to be abruptly interrupted by some very confused titles. Okay, let's see here. Phase 01. Alright, wait. Okay, I guess it's called Genesis 2 and... Huh? Outbreak? The fuck? Was a subtitle even necessary? And if they're gonna make one, why couldn't they just read the English word that was already on the screen?
Hello and welcome to... Anyway, This week we're... Is doing anything for ya?
Anyway, moving past the endlessly bizarre Japanese music video, we meet our main character, Shu, who endears himself to us by immediately lying on camera. Amazing.
Hey, what's that?
Just some flashcards.
What? Did you actually think that would work? She already saw what was on the screen, dude. Are you a liar and an idiot?
So, what you got going on?
Nothing! Nothing!
Fucking pizza.
In school, Shu is confronted by a classmate about work, but because he's socially awkward, it goes very poorly.
Hey, Shu! Yeah, I know. I'm still not done with the video for the competition. Sorry.
I'm not here to bust your balls.
Well, what else would you want? Don't worry, I'll have it finished by the deadline.
Man, what's wrong with you? All I said was...
Come on, Soda. Leave him alone.
Okay, Shu, Soda. Well, that girl correcting him must be Ladder, and I can only assume the teacher walking in is Professor Satchel. Language barriers, they're fun sometimes.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But what I'm seeing more is just how generic everything is so far. We've got nondescript giant robots, your average-looking future city complete with nothing artistically striking or original, and now... this.
I never know what to say to other people. It's like I just can't figure it out. So I hide my anxiety and agree with whatever they say. And that's how I've made all my pseudo-friendships.
Yes, because having a well-adjusted protagonist with any semblance of social skills wouldn't appeal to anyone, right? You know, I'm really sick of this trope. Why can't an anime go without having some token kid with Asperger's? So is this like what all Japanese kids are like these days? Or is this supposed to be funny? Like, I mean, can anybody legitimately tell me why the disconnected, friendless protagonist is such an overused trope? What the fuck is that?
Fucking nothing! Nothing!
Are you serious?
It's nothing!
You stuffed it in your fucking pants, dude!
No, I didn't.
Is that by your dick?
No.
Oh. So, being socially disconnected in Japan apparently means that you wander miles away from school to have your lunch in an abandoned factory. But this isn't just any abandoned factory, friends. This is an abandoned factory chock full of bullshit. Okay, stop. I mean, are you guys serious right now? Are you seeing this? Like, seriously? Dick Bird.
Shut up!
Oh, so anyway. First, I hope that when I'm bleeding out and dying, I can stumble upon a dramatically convenient spot where I can be illuminated by a column of light and sing. Perhaps in hopes that a protagonist might wander in and we might have an epic tale of romance and adventure. Forget a hospital, I've got priorities. Second, is this Shu's house? Is he homeless? How does he have an entire video editing setup in an abandoned warehouse? Where is he getting the electricity from? How can he afford this as a homeless high school student? And are you telling me it never rains in Japan? How is this million-yen rig still working when Shu decided to set it up directly beneath a giant hole in the ceiling?
Well, there's only one reason he could possibly have to live alone all the way out there. A chronic, severe, crippling porn addiction. Luckily, she didn't actually click anything, or she would have brought up all the photoshopped nudes he has with her head on him. Either that, or he prefers the company of rats and bats to that of his family.
This is stupid! Okay, let's keep going.
Sure. After we see a hint of another anime trope, the protagonist knows the magical girl from childhood, we learn that her name is Inori just in time for a bunch of armed soldiers to bust in. Inori responds to this by running directly at them until she practically runs into the leader and only then turns to run away. Seriously, you are the worst at everything.
The soldiers warn Shu off, and seeing as he's faced with certain death in the form of numerous machine guns, he backs down and they leave with her. Well, sure, this sucks, but it's not like there's anything he could have done.
It's even worse. I'm actually relieved now that they're gone. Just because I'm not in danger. That's how pathetic I really am.
Hang on a second, let me fix this real quick.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life.
Really? This is the protagonist we're stranded with?
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be relieved when he's gone too. As in, I'm not gonna feel bad. At all.
There's legitimately nothing to feel bad about here. Fine, you didn't save her, and that sucks. But would you feel better about it if you were dead? No! Because you'd be dead! Your life was in danger and now it's not, so you feel relieved. This is normal. N-O-R-M-A-L. Normal. I can't stand these self-hating, whiny, emo, ass-bag protagonists. Why didn't jump face first into a hail of gunfire and get turned into Swiss cheese? Man, I suck. Just fuck off already. Get your dumb ass up and actually do something about it.
Try to forget about it, Shu. Just clear your head, and your heart's bound to follow. And after that, everything will go back to normal.
Or do nothing at all. Seems fine.
You know, you can't have this both ways. You either feel bad and therefore want to save her, or you don't care because you're selfish. Choose a motivation. Bitching and moaning in the fetal position is not interesting.
Well, hey, you know what is interesting? Political wrangling.
I was told that you felt the need to dispatch a squadron to Roppongi.
It was a necessary action.
That can cause unnecessary violence. I can't allow it if it's not for an aid mission.
Whatever you think best, sir.
We'd still like to hear the reasoning behind your decision. Exactly how dangerous is this stolen void genome?
Well, sir...
That's level 3A classified intelligence.
Double secret probation.
Well, I guess it's just tropes for tropes' sake at this point. I wish making this genome thing classified meant more than you'll just find out later anyway, but it doesn't, so I don't care.
You must know that we have the authority to terminate the infected without giving any sign of warning. If you don't tell us where you've hidden this genome, I'll have to purify this neighborhood of every diseased resident with a sea of fire.
What do you want us to do with the girl?
Wait till the purge is over and dump her body outside.
Announcing the commencement of the annual purge.
Nope, the end. That's it. I would not continue watching.
Shu gets attacked by some thugs while trying to deliver the genome, but is saved by a blonde guy only to be interrupted again by the Purge.
Evil bastards. Damn them. They're opening fire on anyone they see.
Quickly, somebody call Ethan Hawke. We need somebody to bleed out on the ground and be completely useless.
The blonde guy tells Shu to run away and keep the genome safe, but even that proves to be too difficult as he stumbles upon Inori, failing her escape. With their failure combined, the two unravel the fabric of reality and destroy all of existence as the series ends unexpectedly after only one episode.
Okay, now for what actually happened. Apparently this genome thing, or whatever, allows the user to utilize someone else as a weapon. I have no idea at this point if certain people are weapons and other people can wield them like in Soul Eater, but either way, I don't buy it. This is nothing more than Shu getting lucky enough to finally touch some sweet boobs.
Please, Shu. Don't be scared. You can use me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. Man, check out that huge, rock-hard, throbbing sword.
Come on, I'm just admiring another dude's weapon, bro. No homo. Okay. Alright, next episode then.
Unfortunately, the awesome fight is already over, so the heroes escape as Suzaku's...
Bailing you out!
Originality?
Yeah, this is startlingly similar to Code Geass, and no, that's not a good thing. It's another example of this creative team's utter lack of creativity. Between this and the tropes, there's nothing new they're bringing to the table. Case in point, here's the guy who piloted that white mech. He's a psychotic scumbag who looks down on everyone because his rich daddy got him his job. Super interesting. He's just asshole Manana from Code Geass R2. And no, there's not more to him that we're skipping over. He really is that one-dimensional. Anyway, the blonde dude bitches out Inori and Shu for failing so miserably at literally everything. And I'm totally okay with it.
But results are everything. And in the results department, she screwed up in a big way.
Screwed up? What do you mean?
She made the decision to share the Void genome with you.
You mean the cylinder?
That's right. It was supposed to be for me to use. The cylinder she gave you was one of only 3 enhanced genomes to be successfully cultivated by Saphira Genomics.
Yeah, here's the ever so precious classified exposition. You know, when there's a mysterious, partially supernatural something or other going on, I like it to be completely explained up front so that no mystery remains whatsoever. I actually prefer some random character to somehow know absolutely everything about it inexplicably so that the other characters have nothing to figure out on their own, so that there's no real journey of discovery for us to join them on. It's just fantastic.
The rest of this second episode is just really stupid and cartoonish, so I'm just gonna summarize it and be done. First, Blondie forces Shu to be his bitch and returns to the resistance group, dubbed the Funeral Parlor, and is told they need to halt their operation because it's too dangerous. He responds with an incredibly cliched, bland speech that inspires the people because voice actors were paid to portray them that way. They head into battle to save some people from being executed by Psycho Blonde, but bewilderingly don't do anything until after the people have already been executed. Yeah, defenders of the innocent. You did it.
Shu then proves why this show will always be boring by using his void weapon or whatever to make a big dome that protects Blondie from the missiles they fire at him, killing them all in the rebound. If his weapon can do literally anything he wants it to, this is gonna suck. It's gonna be kitty grade all over again. There have to be limitations or there's no challenge to overcome. Whatever. Shu's finally proven that he can wield Inori's power and fight like a man. It's time for him to join the team and begin the show's badass epic.
I wonder how much my life would have changed if I'd chosen to take his hand.
Really? The opportunity to be a hero faces you again, and you run away and do nothing like a little bitch. Again!
Our class has a new transfer student joining us. Come on in.
Whoa, check it out. Hey, she's hot.
Okay, no, we're done here.
Another trope in the fire. Is there a single thing that this anime does that's not generic and overdone?
Well, I'm not gonna find out, because I would not continue watching.
On the surface, this is actually a beautifully shot, artistically wonderful series. However, scratch one Bible page thin layer beneath that surface and you'll find nothing but empty promises. The characters are bland, one-dimensional cliches, from each of the heroes to all of the villains and everyone in between. It also doesn't help that this whole purge thing is incredibly recognizable from both Skryed and Code Geass, and those are just two examples off the top of my head. I'm sure there are a hell of a lot more. But it doesn't really matter, because as I've said before, the moment your anime brings Skryed to mind, chances are you've already lost.
Shu is a whining sop who doesn't do anything to change the things he doesn't like about himself, even when provided with ample opportunity. I don't have any interest in being forced to invest myself in a protagonist who's being dragged kicking and screaming into the narrative. It might have worked in the Future Diary because they took care of that entire mess up front, but when that's how you end your opening 2 episodes as a cheap excuse to inject more high school shenanigans back into the plot, you have lost me again.
Overall, the whole thing just seems half-hearted and thrown together, as if the creators didn't actually want to make it, instead they just needed some cash. Well, I've seen all I need to see. Period.
Same here. Except for that sword! Did you see how big his sword was?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's going to do it for this week on Cover by Cover. I'm Will Ryan.
And I'm JT Camp, reminding you as always, touch the boobs. Every time. It's always a good idea.
But what if she doesn't want it?
It's always a good idea.